if you do opt Welcome to another episode of I Want That Reviews. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different, and I'm going to be talking about my impressions and my thoughts on a prototype product on the market that you see here. Now this is the battery backup stock from Wake Island Sports. Now this is a stock that's manufactured to slide onto a mil-spec buffer tube. It has an adjustment point on it like any standard 6-position stock and will slide down all the way. Now the thing to keep in mind is this is just a prototype product. This is not something that's ready to market just yet. It actually ships with information that talks about that it will be a injection molded product. This is 3D printed. You can see that it is just a 3D printed device, but what we're going to talk about is just kind of the overall layout and information about it. Now this is exactly what it sounds like. I mentioned that this is a battery backup stock. This opens up in the back just like this. The battery backup itself sits inside of there. Now this is a 15,000 milliamp battery, so this is something that should have quite a bit of juice in it. It's got a little display button there that you press on the front that will give you a readout of the percentage of battery that's left. It slides right in there, the window lines up with what you got, and it closes up just like that. The front of the stock there, you can see, is open. It's got access to 2 ports so that you can power your night vision accessories, something that you can use to charge your phone. If you double press the button on the side of it, it's got a little flashlight there that will illuminate. That doesn't do much good obviously when it's in the stock, but if you remove that, it's kind of an impromptu flashlight and works pretty nice for something like that. The stock itself, like I said, it is 3D printed. Once it's manufactured, it will be an injection molded stock. It does have a rubber butt pad on the end of it. This is a rubber material. It is also 3D printed, but it does still have some pretty nice squish and nice flex. The concerns that I have about it are it does need to have some sort of an integrated adjustment point. What you've got on this currently is just a key ring there that you can get a hold of, pull down to adjust that as necessary. But you can see that it doesn't necessarily do the best job just right now. Also, their specs are a little bit off because there's a whole lot of wobble that happens in here. Not to mention the fact that if you do opt to go out to the last one there you can see there's a lot of movement, and you know, if you do any torquing on this, it's going to be in bad shape. Now that's something that's pretty easily resolved. It just needs to have the tolerances cleaned up a little bit. This might fit a little better on a commercial stock. Also, the first position doesn't have any kind of a lock-in. Once you get to that first position on the stock itself, that's fine. But if you go any shorter than that, it won't lock up, and you could potentially pull that out much farther than you wanted to. The other concern that I have about this was if this was something that you were going to use in defense of your life, bullets flying, this is a pretty big flammable target. If something was to happen and this got struck by a round, you're going to be in a world of hurt because this thing's going to ignite. So I don't know how I feel about having a battery right that close to my face. It is a good concept. I do, if nothing else, I do really like the battery. It is very nice. The battery pack itself works fantastic. I would absolutely keep an eye on it. This does have potential. This does seem to be a pretty good product. I think there's just a little bit of cleanup and refinement that needs to be done on it. So go ahead and take a look in the description below. I will include a link to their website. It's Wake Island Sports. Thanks so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and just keep checking back on a weekly basis for more reviews of awesome products just like this one that'll make you say, I want that.